I absolutely love that we can connect. Then I met my ex. That turned into a relationship that was very toxic, regardless of how you look. It really is about your mentality.
Let me catch my breath. But this is fine too.
I always want the Prada.
Say hi to the vlog.
And if losing weight is your goal, keto works.
The paleo diet. But keep in mind that while some diets might just be ineffective, some can actually be dangerous as well. But keep in mind that while some diets might just be ineffective, some can actually be dangerous as well.
My husband working. My work spot. Right now I have nothing on the screen other than this YouTube video. I like to play something in the background while I work, but doing work, the 9 to 5 work, while walking. This is what I do on the daily, guys. If I can work from my phone, I'm either walking back and forth or sometimes I go on a walk outside and walk. But yeah, this is what I do. Some of you guys might be asking, why aren't you using your walking pad? It's because my walking pad doesn't have a bar. If I'm working and walking, it's hard to do both because I sometimes slip off, veer off to the side. So yeah, that's why I'm not using the walking pad right now. I like to kind of just walk around in the space while I'm working. Sometimes I do have to sit down. Like this past week, I have not made my goals on the 10K steps because I literally have to I had to sit down and get work done. But right now, this is the time that I can walk. So this is what I'm doing just to get the steps in. Some of you guys might argue, like, this is not what the 10K steps means. Like, you have to be walking fast and whatever. No, it's not. The point is, mamas, especially us big gals who aren't used to this habit, you just get up. Get up and walk. Doesn't matter what pace you're on. Doesn't matter how fast you're going. Just get your body used to moving. And I promise you, those 10K steps in general is gonna be a game changer. It's gonna be different for your mindset and physically. Sometimes, actually I'll give you guys an example. When I was taking a walk for 10K steps last year, my friends were telling me, wow, like you look like you lost weight. Check the scale. I didn't necessarily lose weight, but my body comp was definitely different. I don't have photos of that time, but my friends were really on me about, like, you look different. Your body looks like it's slimming out because I've been standing. So for any mamas who think they have to like go out and get the 10K steps done in one go, yes, it's better because, you know, you're probably walking fast, focused on walking, but this is fine too. Habit stacking. Walking, working, watching, working, whatever it may be. Going on a walk with your girls because you need some girl time. Habit stacking. Just do it. Just do it. It's okay. I always wanted a brother. I always
want the Prada.
Yeah, see, you almost got it. Always wanted a brother. You see here, because I do that. This is my dad's shop. Here's the car. I gotta clean. There's Kyle working. Say hi to the vlog.
In the beginning of the video, I was reading through the comments, and first off, I absolutely love that we can connect with each other on our goals and our journey together. It's been a wonderful experience reading all the comments and hearing about successes, downfalls, and like what people are trying to do. Just overall, the change that people are trying to make in their lives. And it's so inspiring. As much as I tried to put out the video to just show my journey and hope to inspire someone, the comments just inspired me. Honestly, truly, I am so grateful for everyone who had input, who had their own, I guess you can say, testimonies as to how they lost their weight or how they started their journey into a healthier lifestyle. And it's all been amazing. So thank you guys so much. I also want to address some of the comments that are suggesting certain diets and fad diets, I would call them, and quick fixes. And I think I wasn't very clear as to what I truly wanted out of this journey that I'm currently on. I just wanted to make it clear so that when people are commenting that they're not just offering quick fixes or fad diets, because it's not what I'm trying to do personally in my own life. Let me get to just my goals. My goal is to just change, I guess, a lifestyle change. At the end of the day, it's going to be a lifestyle change. I'm trying to go naturally. I've had a lot of ups and downs with the modern medical practices, I guess you can say. I've had a lot of ups and downs with that. And I'm looking for a more natural approach, which has so far been working. And I'm not talking to those who need specific dietary changes that would fall under like the fad diets. Obviously, I don't know everyone's health situations, but I'm currently, at least so far, I don't have any huge underlying issues that need the fast, quick fix type of lose weight situation. So that's why when I see those comments, as helpful as that is, like maybe that is helpful for someone, I just realized I didn't make it clear, and that's why people are suggesting certain things. And for me, I am very big on trying to keep it more natural, trying to do things the long and hard way, because that is the long-lasting change. I have tried many different diets before and it worked, but when I was off it, my weight came back pretty quickly because I didn't build those habits. I think that's why I've been so big on building habits, especially as a busy mom, a millennial mom. Come on, we're so busy working, trying to balance life, trying to be a good wife or partner, and trying to be a great mom. It's hard to balance it all. So that's where I'm really trying to take my documentation of my life, is really just showing that journey and how I'm going to get there. There's going to be ups and downs. The reason I'm saying I can do it naturally so far, at least, is when I do make changes, I am noticing the change. I do have experience being fit and going through the process of doing things naturally, and it worked. Now, as a mom, a lot of things change. I guess as a little lesson, if there are any partners, husbands, or people without kids watching, I think it's important to remember that women's bodies change after giving birth. There was some type of study that actually showed that the women's hips and the way their legs are morphed, in a sense, it changes the way that you work out and stuff, and what works, what's less painful and all that. And then not to mention the hormones, especially after postpartum. It's hard to navigate, especially without the true knowledge. And that's why I'm trying to push that in my videos, is that us mothers, specifically busy mothers, this is our struggle. And it's in my hopes that other mothers feel like they're not alone in this, and that it's not the end all be all of who you used to be. And also for their partners or friends or anyone who knows a mom, that through my videos, maybe they'll understand moms a little bit more and why sometimes it's so difficult to get back on track. And I don't just mean in physicality, but also mentally and in your routines. It's very hard to manage, especially you're literally taking care and nourishing another life that is part you and part your partner. There's a whole different level to trying to make a lifestyle change. There's a whole different meaning to life when you become a parent. I just want to put it out there. Anyone who has made a comment regarding a fad diet or anything, I don't think you're a hater. I don't think it was a bad thing at all. I think it just made me realize that I'm not clear on my goal, because I think my videos show very heavy on losing weight and not just a complete lifestyle change. But it is what comes with it. And I think I have to share a specific story of mine to fully understand why I feel like I need to ensure that people are on almost like a psychological or mental change for the better, rather than just the physical change. Ever since I was younger, I've always been made fun of. I was always a little bit chubbier once I hit puberty, and was made fun of by a group of girls. Eventually in high school, I started losing weight. I actually sang and hosted, and I used to perform in Filipino events around the GTA. And I started losing the weight. Then I met my ex, who, when we first met, it was about the training, the eating. I literally told him to help me keep track of these things and tell me what to do, because I'm at a loss, because I don't feel like I know how to completely slim down. And so he provided me with a meal plan and all that stuff. And then that turned into a relationship that was very toxic, very psychologically abusive, mentally abusive, I would say. And the losing weight wasn't about me anymore. It was more about him. And so the reason I want to tell you guys this is because that was the fittest point in my life that I had ever been. But mentally, I was effed up. And I believed that I wasn't good enough yet, that I wasn't fit, I wasn't skinny, I didn't look good in certain things. There were so many different things that I felt like, looking back at it now, especially at the point and where I'm at, I'm like, how did I believe this guy? Why did I allow myself to believe that when I looked beautiful? And actually, I felt like I was confident outwardly, but inside my head, I wasn't. I was actually very self-conscious, but was putting up a facade of, yeah, I look good in these clothes almost. But there was just this voice coming from someone else telling me, no, not yet. It's not good enough. Your arms are big, or all this. And that's why I want to tell anyone who's watching this, regardless of how you look, it really is about your mentality. You can be the healthiest that you're at, but if the idea in your head is telling you not healthy, or you look at yourself negatively, that's how you're going to perceive yourself. So one of the biggest changes that I've had in the past year or few years, going from postpartum, having my son, and taking it easy, trying to give myself grace. And then in this portion, when I turned 30 last year, it was like, what happened? I was already listening to podcasts and reading books about self-improvement, because I did have the urge to be better, and I didn't know how. I felt helpless. I felt like I couldn't do anything, especially as a mom. So many emotions and so many things happening, so many new situations in your life that are happening with your marriage, your friends, everything. And so when I turned 30, it clicked that it is possible. It is, if you just have a different perspective on it. I still have moments where I look at things negatively, but I start to look at it as whenever I think about something negative, I start to think, how can I fix this? Or how can I change this? Instead of sulking in those feelings for too long. And I think that's a lot of things that I've posted recently is really about that, and just making small changes that push you to be better, even if it's just a little bit. I hope that through these videos, through these vlogs, that's what you guys get, that you get inspired to do. But yeah, anyway, so that's like the update on mentality. If you guys want the physical update, you guys heard that I had lost it, gained it, and lost it again. I am now at the point where I've maintained it. I fluctuated in and out with these last 5 pounds. I've been on and off, especially with my steps, have not been getting those 10K steps. I'm telling you guys, I've just been trying to really catch up on work, and there's a lot of new things. I think it was like my parents coming home. I didn't meal prep. My parents cooked, and I felt a little bit out of control. I pulled myself back a little bit and rested. But now we're back at it again. I'm drinking more water, making that a habit, and also strength training. So those are the little things that I'm doing in terms of losing weight. Again, it's all natural. I don't have anything personally against fad diets if you're just trying to lose weight. That's another thing that I want to make clear with people, is that if people are trying to lose weight quick, fad diets are great. They are meant for short term, usually, unless you have underlying health issues. But long term, it's not going to last. So again, I've had experience with it, which is why I'm going this route. But nonetheless, if you guys are on a journey of weight loss, I would hope that you're choosing more healthier habits. And again, we're all in here for that mental strength, that positive mental mindset of we're busy millennial moms and we can do this. I truly believe it. Oh, I also forgot. I'm actually starting to track my meals as well. I'm not perfect at it because it does require time, especially now that some of the meals, like I have to input new meals. So it's taking a little bit of time. But I started tracking that. And in terms of my breakfast, I know there was a comment suggesting that I need to switch out the yogurt because it's too many carbs. You'd be surprised, guys. I think I'm eating over 2,000 calories because that's what my body needs. And it's still technically in a calorie deficit because it's based on my weight, right? So if you guys want me to go into that and show you what I've actually done, let me know so that you guys aren't just doing a broad general idea of, hey, I should just be eating 1,600 calories a day, when in reality, you're actually effing up your metabolism. So there's a whole lot of like sciences and stuff behind it. I'm not in no way a nutritionist or personal trainer or anything like that. I just have this knowledge based off experiences of working with personal trainers and nutritionists. Like I said, I'm not starting from ground zero at all in this situation. I do have some knowledge. So right now I'm just really applying it and learning more as I go, especially learning more about women's health and the different phases of our hormonal phases, I guess you can say. That's what I'm really trying to learn. And also, how do I not injure my body at this point in my fitness journey, I guess you can say. So those are the things that I'm really trying to concentrate on at this moment in time. Back to the breakfast. I'm so sorry. I like ranted. I'm gonna have to edit this thing. But the breakfast, when someone did comment about the yogurt having too many carbs and whatnot, I did switch out the yogurt for Oikos yogurt because I think the Mediterranean actually had more fats in it. Fats or carbs, something like that, or sugars. But I switched over to Oikos, and it's actually a higher protein because it's Greek yogurt. It's a higher protein yogurt. When I was tracking the nutrition for it, because of my first meal of the day, I'm well under what I'm required to eat in terms of all the nutritional aspects. So it's a great breakfast, actually. It was actually pretty well balanced when I looked at it. If I have a screenshot, or I'll put a screenshot here of what it shows. Even in the sugar department, it's actually not bad at all. So if you guys really want to try that breakfast, tried and true. It's been my breakfast on and off. There's some days where I miss breakfast and just do brunch. And it's a great breakfast. It really is. But I think the main important part is don't be scared to eat normal foods. I think that's what makes it unsustainable, like the fad diets. Makes it really unsustainable when you're trying to cut yourself off from a lot of foods that you actually can eat or can replace with something that's still considered normal food. That you just have to eat it in moderation or track how much of it you're actually eating and whether it fits into your goal of calories, fats, protein, carbs, like all of that. But yeah, like that's my advice to anyone out there who is trying to take the more natural approach to a healthier lifestyle. Definitely be looking at how much you need. And this is for losing weight. I'm still eating well over 2,000 calories and I still have lost weight when I've been sticking to what's required of me. I really wanted to include this in this video because I wanted to make sure that we're having conversations more directed at not just a fad quick fix diet, but more so like of overall lifestyle change and mentally, physically, like everything that helps to make you better. That I hope that it pushes you to do something that makes you better in whatever aspect you aspire to be better in at the end of the day. I tried to record this video on a walk this morning and that didn't work out because your girl could not talk. I literally couldn't talk. I was panting. It was cold outside and I usually don't wear a lot of clothes when I go outside. I just put on my coat and usually I'm fine, but maybe one day I'll be able to talk to the camera and walk, but I tried. Here's some clips from it if you guys can see.
Hello guys. I decided to take a walk. Sorry guys, I don't know why I decided to do this. Can't fully talk. Well, while I'm walking, but I really wanted to do this and show you guys habit stacking at its finest. Let me catch my breath. When there are people and I'm filming, I start to walk faster and then I start losing breath and start losing my train of thought.